all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and I am here with a new game, Medieval Dynasty. I want to say simulator for some reason, but it's just Medieval Dynasty. This is a strange one, and what I mean by that is the game just got a fairly sizable release, or not release, but expansion. And so I was excited to jump back into it and try it again. But when I went to my Steam account, I didn't own the game. And I thought to myself, this seems very strange. I swear I've played this game. I could remember playing the game so vividly. Where I settled, things I did from catching rabbits and my first crop fields that I planted and picking thatch and all of these processes, I could remember them clear as day as if I did them myself. But the more I thought about it, the more it was actually the fact that I was actually watching somebody else play. And I think it was Gamer Edge, or Game Edge, a YouTuber I like to watch who likes to play survival type games. And I ultimately came to and this was probably when the game released, because this was a very popular game on release, from what I remember. And I remember watching Game Edge and ultimately coming to the conclusion that while the game looked really good, it's just kind of short on stuff to do. It didn't feel like it was a complete game yet. And so I held off on purchasing the game. But for some reason, I thought I did purchase the game, and all those things that, yeah, you get old and you I guess in this case, you confuse other people's gameplay that you watch on YouTube with your own gameplay. Anyway, with that being aside, I just kind of wanted to put that out there, that I've watched a fair bit of this on release. Evidently came to the conclusion that I didn't want to get the game, that it didn't have enough content. But I must have enjoyed watching it a lot, because it really evidently left such an impression that it made me think, I don't know how long it's been since release, but that I actually played the game myself, that it was me that was playing the game, not somebody else I was watching. So I think that's unique. I've never had that experience actually happen before in a game. This is kind of the first time that I've experienced that. So I thought, since I decided to get the game for myself, that I would add this to the channel, that I would try to do a Let's Play series behind Medieval Dynasty. See if anyone likes this particular content. I know it's very different from my current War on the Sea playthroughs. Obviously, completely different setting, completely different stuff. That's not unusual for my channel, unless you're new to my channel and you've only been watching it the last month or so, as I've been pretty much predominantly just focused, hyper focused on War on the Sea. My channel has always been a little bit of everything, from reviewing TV shows to talking about politics to doing first look videos, doing review videos. I've done a little bit of everything. My channel doesn't really have an identity. It's just always changing. I just like to record stuff. So here I am, Medieval Dynasty. I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to try it on camera, see if you guys like it. But yeah, War on the Sea, I'm going to continue to play War on the Sea. I'm completely loving War on the Sea because I like to play the game. It's very enjoyable. And people actually like watching it. This is the War on the Sea Let's Plays have gotten far more traction than most of my content gets, if I have to be frankly honest. It's probably the best Let's Play I've had since the Political Process, which was a unique game for a short period of time, but I quickly burned of it. It wasn't a game I wanted to continue to play, but it really took off. Lots of people really enjoyed it, and lots of people really wanted me to play it again. I actually tried to play it again for a short period of time, but my heart wasn't in it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, War on the Sea has been the first game I really enjoy playing, that people really enjoy watching me. It would be nice if I could come across more games like that. Oftentimes, the games I really enjoy playing, people just don't watch. But, you know, with all that crap out of the way, let's just jump in and get to playing the game. So, we're going to customize it. I'm going to go with a slightly longer season because I like to take my time. I don't want to feel rushed. And from what I understand, putting an extra day in the season is probably a less rush field. In fact, I might crank that up to 5. I'm going to leave taxes alone. Buildings limit. Multiplier for buildings limit throughout the game increases. It may significantly alter performance in the late stage of the game. It is highly advisable to leave the default value. Alright, well, it says highly advised to leave the default, so I guess we'll leave it that way. Random events, fine. Unlimited HP, you will not receive... No. Okay, unlimited stamina. No, I want limited stamina. Lack of hunger. Well, part of a survival game is surviving. Unlimited weight. This is something I might actually be interested in checking. Should I? I think I'm gonna. Do I? Yes. Inhabitants' food needs. I'll leave this at stock for now. Bandits, why not? Enemies' HP. I'm going to turn down ever so slightly because I'm not a huge difficulty type person. And evidently I haven't actually played this game before, no matter how much I thought I did. So I don't know what to, just how hard the bandits are going to be. In fact, I don't even remember from my watchings dealing with bandits. I don't think they were around when the game released. Poisoning, temperature, fast crafting. Okay, this allows you to craft multiple items of the same type at once. I do remember the sense of a lot of things being very tedious, and I think I'm going to turn this on. I wonder though. That might make some things too easy. I remember one of the things you used to do is, or at least I remember watching people do, evidently, is making things like stone knives and then selling them for cash. And if you could just... I'm going to do it anyway. XP gain multiplier. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. Alright, so that's the settings we're going to go with. Is it? I'm hesitant about this one. No, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. And those kept? Yeah, they kept. Alright. Then let's start the game. I thought it was important everybody see the settings.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
All right. So sadly, my parents are dead, and I'm on the search for my lost uncle. And here I am. So, starting a new life, talk to the Castilian. Okay, so we're here. There's a sign saying that Gostovia is that way, Denica's that way, and Hornica that way, huh? So we are gonna make our way to Gostovia, because that is where the Castilian is at. And on the way, we're gonna collect some sticks, because in this game, you need a lot of sticks. You never have enough sticks. Broadleaf plantium, huh? Wonder if this is a thatch-like material. We're never gonna get there if I keep picking up sticks. But that's fine. We'll have plenty of sticks when we get there. So this game is largely a building-oriented game. You're basically building a village. Stones. And, yeah, the primary purpose of the game, I guess, is revolving around your establishing and maintaining a village type deal. Hey, new level. Whoops. Give me all your sticks. And your stones. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but, you know, petty words will never hurt me. Unless, of course, you're a Democrat, then words will always hurt you. Maybe I shouldn't go there. Of course I should. This is my channel. Everyone knows how I feel politically if they watch my channel, or if they've watched my channel for any period of time. Really? Alright, let's go talk to that Castilian. He's got to be around here somewhere. We seem to be getting farther away from him. Dang. Oh, I'm not using the compass properly, am I? Not at all. There he is. Those eyes. I didn't think I'd see them again. One blue as the sky, the other black as a lump of coal. That's funny. My grandmother used to describe them the exact same way. So you're not a ghost. Good. For a second there, I thought it... Haha. But your eyes, you look just like him. I'm sorry, you must have me mistaken with someone. I'm new in these parts. Just arrived at the valley. Actually, my name is Rasimir. I'm Wanda's son, aren't you? Lordan's nephew? What? Did you know my mother? Not really. I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. He wanted to keep his families separate. Families? I don't think I understand. You will. Wait. What do you mean by did? I know her? Is she well? I hope she is now, wherever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it, this world. I guess it can be as cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. It's okay. They died so I could live. And I plan to make the best of this life that I can in order to honor their sacrifice. Well, that's very mature of you. I'm sure they would be proud hearing that. You mentioned my Uncle Lordan. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your Uncle Lordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. Huh. Oh no, that can't be what happened. Don't worry, he died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer, I can promise you that. So, what should I do now? You're free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the Castilian to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village, if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually, but apart from that, you're free to do as you please, as long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least, if you don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful. As well, I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it, you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife. Dobroniga. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished, and then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Alright. Well, let's just grab these sticks right here. So now we need to find a place to actually build our first house. And of course I thought that I built right over here outside of this in my fake life that I was actually evidently watching somebody else play. I built right on the other side of that bridge. But I didn't build on the other side of that bridge. That was somebody... That was a different gamer. Alright, we're gonna need a whole bunch of this reeds. So obviously reeds make for good roofing material. And then we're also going to have to figure out, well, where are we actually going to set up our village? So this game can, well, your village, if you, as you will, can get rather sizable, and can end up needing a fairly large and spacious area. So that is certainly something we'll have to keep in mind when we pick out our first site. It's not just about building a singular house for you yourself to survive, although you could probably set up a singular house in the beginning to get your feet underneath you. It's not beyond the realm of possibilities. But I think it would be better to try to be a little bit more forward-thinking and pick the place I'm going to permanently be. Okay. That's probably enough reeds for right now. Let's move on. Okay, here's our map. There's little exclamation marks and stuff here. Green, it's kind of topographic. Can I speak today? The map is sort of topographical, so you know what I'm trying to say. The greenish areas is probably going to be flatter. And some of these other areas are going to be a little steeper and less building prone, and then of course the darker green is probably tree cover. So by looking at the map you can probably get an idea of locations that might work right off the bat. kind of want to build somewhere that's, I don't know, off the beating path and is going to be a challenging location to build. You know, someplace that the average person wouldn't think to try building at. Because I'm just, you know, a little strange in that regard. But where does such a location exist? I'm interested to see kind of this general area here. Is there a way to set a waypoint? Yes, there is. Let's do it. I want to check that area out. And this is why we've kind of given ourselves extra time, is because we don't want to be rushing around. We want to be able to take our time, sightsee. Yeah, this should be a relaxing game. Not a game where you're feeling rushed. Alright, I probably should build myself some sort of weaponry, as there are things in the game that will try to kill you. So that means I'm going to need to figure out how to do stuff. I've got skills. I've evidently got built up skill points here. Hunting knowledge, farming knowledge, diplomacy, survival knowledge. Okay, this is where my skill points are. A skill tree that determines how proficient you are in surviving and gathering. This one, 5% more experience from survival activities. That's probably sounds like the exactly what we want. Alright, so we maxed out survival knowledge, which gives us now 15% more experience from survival activities. Yay. That being said, before we wander too far away from the water, maybe I should grab a drink. Thank you. That's kind of why I was over here. And then I need to figure out how to craft things. What button is the crafting menu? Gameplay, keybinds, creation menu Q. There we go. Not a fan of this type of dealio. Handcrafting. Okay, we're gonna need a stone knife. Yeah, we'll need a stone axe. We can wait for darkness to build that. Wooden spears we're going to need logs for. So basically we're just going to need to use the axe to get us some logs. Okay, how do I equip you? F, select slot. That one. Alright, there we go. Timber! Got a feather. Oh, you already broke into logs. Alright, one more tree. And these trees are just to make spears. As we're going to need to be able to defend ourselves, as well as we're going to need to be able to hunt for food. Alright, now that we've done that, okay, how do I make more than one? R, craft more? Oh, there we go. Now we're just gonna make them all. And there's the fast crafting thing. Actually, I think I'm fine with that. Took long enough time just to get the logs. Okay, now that I have the spears, what do I have to do to assign them? Same thing. F, select slot. Aim. Alright. Thrust. almost. Is there a way to be stealthy here? Let's find the key bindings. It's already getting dark, which isn't great for us. Key binds. I'm gonna assume crouch is for... probably. And that's the usual... I have to hold it down in order... Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. I hear noises that way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God damn it, what a horrible time for that to pop up. Why are you... The hell, I got stuck in a stabbing motion there. That was weird. Alright, I should have started with some food. Alright. I seem to be having a hard time. My food's gonna end up killing me. Are they dead? Alright, there's a vision thing. How do I get to the vision thing? Settings, key bindings. Sprint auto run. Change walking back caps. Inspection mode, probably. Alt key. Left alt. There we go. Yeah, after all, it took a entire log to make these things, so we don't want to leave them laying around. I thought this was supposed to highlight other things too, like sticks and stuff. Oh well. Berries. Are the berries edible? Well, let's eat them and find out. Where'd they go? Oh, unripe berries. Type of fruit foraged from berry bushes during spring can be consumed. 20% poisoning. Yeah, I probably shouldn't eat the unripe berries. And it's nighttime already. It's a nice little brook. Wonder how deep it is. Can I walk through it? What will happen? Yeah, I can walk through it. What is this? I swear I saw a fence-like thing. There is a fence here. So we got a road. I should probably make a torch. This seems like kind of a nice spot. What are... Is that 3 different sections of stream? What is the deal there? Well, let's build a torch. Alright, let's figure out how to equip said torch. Can I just drag this into that? No. F equip, then assign. No. What did I do here? Oh. It's got its own key. Okay. I'm not sure I like that. It feels like the torch is blocking view. Kind of causes a glare in the eye. do we have here? Oh, that's pretty. I think we're going to build somewhere in this area. How we're going to build, I'm not sure, but I like the idea of having a waterfall backdrop. Doesn't seem like there's that much space down there. Is there falling damage? Uh-oh, something happened here. Oh, an iron knife. Well, I'll take me an iron knife, why not? Malvasia? Okay. Alright, let's get to chopping some wood. We're gonna need something to drink too. Rock. Supposed to make a wooden hammer. Alright, let's equip that thing in, say, 3. I like this area, but I'm gonna wait till daytime before I start plotting my house, as I want to see it, well, during daylight. I should probably be cutting wood. Sure, I'll need a lot of it. The heck? Bronze shovel. Interesting. Clay? So there's a clay pit here, evidently. So I've just been stumbling across tools. I got me a fancy knife and now a fancy shovel. Clay deposit. And another clay deposit there. And another one there. Right, so this area seems ripe with clay. We've got a nice little water source here. I kind of want my personal house to stand out from the rest. Thinking about building up here with my initial house. But again, I would like some daylight to come along so I could see what the heck I'm dealing with. I should probably eat. Looks like I'm getting a little on the hungry side. Let's get a drink. So health should regenerate with time, especially when I'm full up on food and water. I assume. Just knock down some more spruce trees while we wait for daylight. New extraction level. Woohoo! Well, let's check that out. Extraction knowledge. 5% more experience gained from extraction activities. Treasure hunter, 5% chance of finding extra items while digging clay pits. 50% resources recovered from destroying structures. Well, we'll go with the knowledge, of course. Alright. Okay, why did it do that? Kind of don't want to chop them because I like the way they look along the water's edge. Although this one's a little crooked. It's imperfect. Needs to come down. We got a whole bunch of mushrooms here. Morels are edible. Well, at least they should be. They are in real life. Let's, I guess, check. .5% poisoning, +1 food. Well, sounds like they want you to cook the mushrooms. Alright. Got some daylight coming along finally. Maybe on this side of the river. Right in here. Can I build bridges? Is that a thing? Well, we'll find out. I think I'm gonna build my first house around here. I just have to figure out how to do it. Select build mode. Building. Destroy. Building, probably. Building what? Yes, I want building mode. Do I have to go? Here we are. It's on the Q menu. Extraction houses. Simple small house is all I'm going to be able to build at this point in time. Game seems to be like, nope, you're not going to be able to build over here. Okay, fine. Then I'll go on this side. Wish I could get a more zoomed out view of what I'm doing. Let's go something like that. The first house. Do I like it? It'll work. Alright. E to edit. Walls. Water walls. Log and stone walls? I don't think I got enough stone for that, or just straight up log. Water wall with door, no. Stone wall with door. Wooden wall with door, water wall with door. Let's see what it looks like to have a stone doorway. Well, that's not horrible, actually. Do I want the window here? Sure. How much is it for stone here? 4 per. So we need 8 stones. How hard will those be to find? Alright, I think that might be enough. We're thirsty and hungry already. We are gonna have to cook our meat at some point. Whoops. I'm eating broadleaf plantations, which evidently improves your health. That's interesting. Alright, stone wall. And same thing here. What? Why does that say 71%? I don't know. Oh, because I haven't done the roof. Okay, that would make some sense. Wooden roof, thatch roof, requires straw. Wooden roof requires planks, which I don't have. Thatch it is. I'm out of logs? It's kind of looking that way, isn't it? So 2 more logs to finish the house. Looks kind of funny with half a roof. Some meat. I wonder if I can make a drying rack, if that's a thing. Hammer? Hammer. There we go. We now have a bed. More than one bed, evidently. And a chest. Decorations, road, exit, handcraft. What's road? Gravel road. Okay. Building, hunting, farming. It's under hunting. Hunting lodges, fishing huts, extraction, woodsheds, excavation sheds, mine, herbalists, huts, okay. Farming, field, barn. Animal husbandry, animals, evidently. Production, all kinds of damn stuff. Services, market stall, builder's hut, storage, resource storage, food storage. Huh. Right, well, is there a way to make a campfire? Is there a way to cook up this meat I've gotten? Type of food gathered from animals using a knife can be consumed, roasted on the campfires and grates, or cooked into various dishes in the kitchen. Campfires. Maybe handcrafting. Is there a campfire under handcrafting? Simple bag, firewood, wooden hammer, stone axe. Firewood. What's this here? Type of heating material crafted by hand using carpenter's rack and the woodshed from a log can be used for crafting campfires and keep villagers warm. Alright. Well, let's make some firewood. Now, how do I build a campfire? Is it under furniture and decorations? Aha! Traps, seeds, tables, lighting. Miscellaneous. What's under miscellaneous? Wash tub? Archery target. Okay. Campfires. Simple campfire. Just requires sticks. That requires firewood. That requires stone and firewood. If I get a little more firewood, I can make this stone campfire, which I think I will. Okay, so how did I make the firewood last time? Good question. Handcrafting? Yeah, here we are. No. Furniture and decorations, right? Miscellaneous? No. Campfires. Not enough technology. Oh, well, fiddle-dee-dee, I guess I have no idea how to make a stone pit of fiery goodness. Alright, I guess we'll just stick with a simple one. Let's put it over here. Okay, I don't have to hit it with the hammer, evidently. Sleep. E-craft. E-craft. Next day. Telling me I can't cook here? Well, what did I just do? Drop, select categories, tabs. Drop one meat and yeah, that's not working. Alright, how do we cook on the campfire? Oh, here we got something. Roasted meat. That's what I want. Thank you. Now, is there a way to put out the campfire? Doesn't look that way. But I have at least got food now. No food poisoning chance. Good. Wow, that guy really needs to eat a lot. My God, the food is a little out of control in this game. Alright, let's head to see the lady, and we'll look for broad plantation things on the way. Let's, I don't know, take the axe out. Actually, if we run through here, we might end up running into those boars again. Let's have a pointy thing available in case that happens. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We'll take the stone, too. Alright, so health is a fair issue in this game. It doesn't seem to replenish. You have to get it back by doing things like eating salad. I'm evidently a rabbit. Now what do we got down here? A plank. A barrel. Flour in it. Wait, what? No. We've got flour. Yay! Just get a drink of water. There's the village up here. Let's go talk to the lady. We'll put our spear away. Should be the bartender. There she is. Hello, what can I help you with? Hi, you're Dobroniga, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Rasimir. That's right. Nice to meet you too, Rasimir. What brings you to me? Well, Unagos told me that you could fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. I got some porridge. Woohoo! There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? Well, there's nothing much to say, really. I've just arrived at the valley looking for my Uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unagos' friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay, I don't even remember him, really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother. Loved him furiously, even when he stopped visiting. Lots of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? Well, the only shoes you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? Well, I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play an instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unagos for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was a part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unagos' presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. Not really. What, are you implying that I look old? No, nothing of sorts. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that, or blindness, or stupidity. Poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Did he annoy me sometimes like nobody else? Yet I can't imagine breathing without him. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got someplace to go. Well, it was a pleasure talking with you, Dobroniga. Every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coin these days. I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on. Don't try to be a hero. Men. All right. Do something for me then. It won't be a handout. Just your first pay. All right. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jero. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't gotten anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people when we run out of beer. Okay, consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Unagos asked me to grab a couple for us. Oh, of course. Here you go. Great, thank you. You promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case... Alright, now I need to talk to old Unigost, wherever he is. Evidently this way? Why does it seem like he keeps getting further away? Because I'm not using this compass correctly again. Okay. Wait, was he over here? That looks like Robert. There he is. Great. Actually, can I sit down? Is that a thing? Alright, well, I'll stand. Hey, Unigost. You're looking at the proud house owner from the valley, and I'm back bearing beers. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend. A brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jellenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still, it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did, doing the only thing I could do. Stealing. You were a thief? I was, and a bloody good one, if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing's a crime, no matter the motivation. I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. Oh, I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at Jellenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always, and then wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight. And do you know what the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No, a smile. A big, radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan. The one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Wait, he did realize you were just trying to rob him, right? Of course he did. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever. Smartest man I'd ever known. Hands down, he could see the world like nobody else. Predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, well, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you? Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? Well, I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at the moment. So we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole damn town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. But he didn't seem to care, though. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being serviced by 2 barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. My mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Yellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged a beer like it was a race, wiped his face with his sleeve, and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to a savage just like that, in the snap of a finger. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake, oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it. He wanted me to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle, was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with 2 armed guards at its side, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in, and demands the door to be open. I'm gonna be straight with you. It all sounds made up. It surely does, huh? I and the pack were the only ones that have seen behind the scenes of Jordan's show, and even for us it was unbelievable at the time. Wait, the pack? Oh dear Rasimir, there's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more. Then some meat, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions. Started making some drunk and absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? This is the first time I ever even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high, it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Yellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls, and never came back. That was the day the pack was born. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow. We'll talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Unigost, for everything. Wait for the next day. And with that being said, we are going to save the game. And put a break in the episode. So this has been episode 1 of Medieval Dynasty. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Granted, we haven't really done much yet. I have no idea how this Let's Play will go, if people enjoy it or not. It'll be interesting to see. But hopefully you do enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like button. And until the next time, all, peace.